Hey y'all, how are you doing today? I got too many things open. I accidentally opened Reaper and I didn't want to. I think we're good though. I think I got everything I need. I got everything I need. Welcome. We're doing a little bit more speedrunning today. Hope you're all having fantastic. That reverb, yeah, you could hear two voices at the same time, right? And that's because I opened two different what do you call it? It's good now. But yeah, I opened Reaper on accident. What Reaper is it is a DAW, a digital audio workstation, kind of like Pro Tools, all that kind of stuff, Logic. And I use that for editing audio, recording audio mostly. I don't do a lot of editing in it. But it's also how I get my mic sounding real good when I'm doing voiceovers and shit. And I have an output set up for it, and that's also the same output I use for Discord. So I usually use one or the other. And because I opened up a bunch of apps at the same time, you could hear my voice into the voice, into the voice, into the voice, into the voice. Yada, 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 yada. Anyway, it's working now. Hope you're all doing fantastic. I don't know why my hair, my hair looks so silly today. Oh, well, it's okay. It's a little poofy, but that's fine. Hope you're all doing good. So am I doing a character for what? No. Oh my god, I still got allergies. What are you talking about? Am I doing a character for it? It's that anime girl asking. The Vinnie Mac hairdo. I do look pretty Guido today. I don't know why. Someone should develop an add-on that tracks luck. I want to see Nash's expected hit versus actual hits. It would help rationalize a lot of shit for me too, right? Like, it'd be like, okay, you know what? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Because it always seems worse than it actually is. Most of the time. Sometimes it really do be like that, but I don't know. But yeah, today we're gonna do a little bit more speedrunning. We're starting a little bit late. I'll show you why we're starting a little bit late. This is going to be... Hey, totally Kyle, thank you for the sub. This is going to be a little bit of a secret, and we're not going to talk about it much for a very long time. But for the time being, let's take a quick look at something real quick. Get your screenshot tools ready. Bop, bop. Oh, look at that. Am I working on something? Something big, maybe? Maybe not. Also, I accidentally started the timer. But yeah, I've been working on stuff. I got some interesting plans for the future, both for videos and for maybe an additional other thing that isn't videos. But yeah. We're gonna get going. We're gonna start streaming. Well, I mean, we're already streaming. I haven't started recording yet. Let's start recording there. There we go. Now we're recording. Got my advanced viewer up, and we're gonna do a little bitty bit of Monster Rancher 2 speedrunning. So, if you've never watched the Monster Rancher 2 speedrun, it is hell incarnate. Boxing championship run, no doubt. We'll see. 3D animation, yeah. Today is my very first day ever doing any sort of modeling, 3D modeling or anything, and I'm liking it. It's fun. What monsters am I planning on using? We'll be using Kato. Goal is sub 51. Goal is sub 50. We've already got sub 51. But yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. 3D modeling is something I've wanted to do for a long time, and it's just always been one of those like, oh, well, I don't know if I have time. And I was like, fuck it, just just buy a program, figure it out. And so I downloaded Crocodile, which is it's a tiling program, so it's like kind of for sprite work, but it's a tiling program that works in a 3D environment, so it's sprite work that transitions to 3D very well. So if you can think of like low poly, low texture type stuff, like early PS1 games and stuff like that. It's like really good for that. How does the 3D catwalk go, and is Madonna's Vogue still the track of choice? Brother, I don't know what that's a reference to. I understand what a catwalk is, and I understand the Madonna's Vogue bit, but I don't know what that means. Woke up early with a migraine, fell off all day. Your line 10 pull was trash here. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, brother. I hope you're feeling better. Okay. So allergies are still kind of kicking my ass. But we're going to get into it. We're not going to let that distract me from the sub 50, you know? Modeling of the 3D kind man. Okay. Fine. I get it. I get it. I understood the catwalk bit. I understood the voguing bit. But I didn't put two and two together that, like, actually modeling on the catwalk. I got you. There were layers to it. And I don't know if any of them were good. So it was tough. A catwalk loop is a standard final exam in 3D modeling. Is it really? That's cool. I don't think I'm going to be making any kitty cats. Maybe I will. Maybe there's a reason to make kitty cats. But let's get into it. I've been rambling for too long. Oh wait, where did my advanced sphere go? Advanced sphere is working. Okay. Here we go. Well, I didn't push start fast enough. It's my best record so far. 50 minutes, 12 seconds. Bound to get it. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that where it's like, it's very intimidating. But like, I'm not using Blender or anything like that. I figured, you know, I'm big on like project-based learning, and like, you only learn the stuff you need to learn, and then when you hit a roadblock, you learn more stuff. And that's kind of how I've always worked with everything. That's how I worked with Premiere and After Effects. I'm not an expert in After Effects at all. I would say I'm like extremely proficient in Premiere now that I've done so many videos and stuff. But After Effects is still like, I'm really good at doing a couple of little things. The little things that I've done for my videos. But like, I don't know like anything else in Premiere. I literally just know the things I need to know. And whenever I'm like, oh, what's something else I can learn? And then I learn something else. And for 3D modeling, I was like, I don't need to learn an entire engine. I don't know, like, what I would use that for right now. So, you know, I was like, what do I want to make? And what I wanted to make was low poly stuff. So I got an engine that works really well with low poly stuff. And we're working on that. The split, oops. Doesn't matter. First split doesn't matter at all. Thanks for letting me know, though. Yeah, we'll obviously make that time back. Our splits are gonna be a little fucked up now, but easily the least important one, yeah, for sure. Damn, that's a lot of fails already. Ah! You're a fly or a fat mosquito? What are you talking about? Like in your place? Alright, I'm kind of falling off. Oh, and I loaded the wrong thing. We're just gonna restart. Alright, let's try this again. Tragic start, it's fine. It always takes me like 1 or 2 to get into it, and then we're okay after that. Okay. Man, I constantly feel like I have like a frog in my throat. Can't stop. Oh. I think it's an allergy thing though, because like I don't have a cold. I'm gonna do this just for the sake of it. Just so I have that in my list of things I can do. I'm gonna go back. How long did it take me to get the menuing down on the trainer quiz at the beginning? Because you're mashing like 0 seconds. Have I wronged any gypsy old ladies recently? I have not. I don't think you're supposed to use gypsy anymore, right? Do you think it's possible the breed besides Kato could be the speedrun monster of choice at any point in the future? It would take extensive testing, but I think every monster that has a potential to get the same kind of record would need to just floor it and be luckier, which is unfortunate. Alright, let's go again. The real trick in the menuing here is not getting Colt to talk to you, which is a thing that is also a huge pain in the ass in the blindfolded run. Hey, thank you for the follow. Draco Shroob, thank you. I lost 2 seconds to check your name, so I hope you appreciate it. No, that's not right. Oh my god. Alright, fuck it. We gotta get a clean opening. It doesn't need to be perfect, but this is rough. Uno mas. Drill Tusk could floor it and be luckiest? You're gonna raise an intelligence Drill Tusk? The problem is it has to be an intelligence monster. Because nothing else raises your skill, right? I'm sorry. Yeah, you better be. It's okay. Follow cost me the world record, maybe. Yeah, Kato run. We're not doing anything else until we beat 50 minutes with Kato, and then we'll try some other monsters. But Kato is our best bet, so we're gonna go for that first. Poison gas does too much damage, that's true. It's just way too strong. K-Run was what you did for beating the game for the first time? I forgot to press it again. Yeah. The first split doesn't matter at all. It's just kind of a meme. It's like, how fast can I mash to... and not mess up any menus? We're like right on time. We're maybe like a second or two behind my best time. Oh wow, we're already getting failures, eh? That's okay. Right now, that doesn't matter too much. It'll matter a lot more later. But what we're doing is... we train it 4 times in a row, and then after that, we rest it. And then what we do is 3 heavy drills, rest, 2 heavy drills, rest. Although I think I'm gonna have to do... probably gonna have to rest here again, yeah. Because I messed up the first bit. Tell me that in Tiger Speed don't make a champ out of Drill Tusk. Yeah, poison gas and the speed of worm. Classic worm speed. You need a specific nature or it doesn't matter? No, that doesn't matter. But this guy starts off with a very good nature, so he's more likely to get greats than cheats, which is obviously a good thing. Bad nature has issues. It's still workable, but it is probably objectively harder. And invent arbitrary categories and claim first in them. Like first the most obscure combination with a time of 10 hours? Hell yeah. You do the mock run. Takes like... It's so funny. There's 2 different like 100% records. There's 100% and there's 99%. What 99% is you just don't bother getting mock. Because mock takes so long to unlock. It's really funny. But yeah, this first little bit is just doing meditates with his stress cranked all the way to 100, so he wastes a ton of lifespan, because we're trying to hit Prime as quickly as possible to just boost our stat gains. Has anyone done 100% collecting cards in the speedrun? I don't think so. I don't actually know for a fact, but I would be surprised if anyone's actually tried that. I know people have talked about it. Is Kato Galley mix particularly good? So Kato Galley has a pretty decent lifespan. It's a little bit shorter than the blue Kato, which is the one that used to be used, which is good because you want to hit Prime sooner. So shorter lifespan is good there. But he does have a life type that means that his childhood is very, very long, so it ends up being a bit of a wash. The reason we use this one in particular, and Kato in general, is because of Twister Claw. Twister Claw is extremely accurate to the point where you can beat the game with less than 300 skill, and still have a pretty good chance to hit everybody. And this guy, because of that, he gets the +1 on Meditate, so his intelligence gains are kind of insane. And then later on, we're going to be getting doing just leap drills. So really, with this guy, with Kato in particular, you get a move that's really, really accurate, and you really only end up raising your intelligence and your speed, and that's it. And I think that's probably the best play with like any potential monster. And there's no other intelligence monster that has an easily obtainable tech that is like that good for this specific use case, you know? I remember watching Jax 100% runs, and the last thing you do rest in 5 games to trigger the Mock-a-Mock, yeah. So we're going until about 400 intelligence. It'll give us roughly 200 skill, and then we will swap over to leap drills, and that'll be it basically for the rest of his life. We're entering our first tournament in Rank D in September 1001. Though realistically, you could make an argument for doing it early. The only problem is that, like, you have to do it before Prime if you don't want to waste Prime weeks. I wonder if there is maybe a better way to do it. Like, you do Rank D super early, you hit Prime real quick, and then maybe you can avoid, like, an entire cycle. But the problem is if you do things earlier, you would hit either World Monsters Cup or Greatest 4 first, which is really spooky. M1 Grand Prix as the first tournament is pretty solid because it gives you a chance to just roll the opponent for the most part and like build up your stats. I don't know. Not enough people have run this game that I think like everything is optimized to the level where like additional crazy gains aren't possible. But I just think that it makes sense to try and do things the way I know they work before I go a little bit nutso, you know? Okay. Oh, he's got 420 intelligence. That's nice. We'll just leave that. That's fine. That's a lot. Now we're into leaping. I'll be able to tell how far behind we are in a second because I know February 1st week is like 9 minutes and 15 seconds. It's 50-12 my best? It is, yeah. What would be the weirdest monster for someone to figure out some faster path? I mean, there's an argument to be made maybe with hair. There's some hair builds that start with kind of insane stats, and you can just get, like, what do you call it? Heavy straight? Straight and heavy straight. But, I don't know if it's actually better, you know? Hair plant gets cracked stats, starts with Big Bang, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But you don't really ever get a chance to raise its, like, its power. Like, it's so weird, right? Because, like, you'd want to raise its speed, but you're not doing leap drills because you're not going to lower your power. And how are you going to raise skill? You'd have to, like, do leap... Or, no, you'd have to do, like, pole drills, right? Which would lower your speed. It would make you a tank, which you could play around, but a tank needs a lot of skill because if you're getting hit more than your opponent, you always die. So I'm a little bit ahead. Isn't Big Bang too inaccurate? Big Bang wouldn't really work, no. It would help out early on. You'd be able to get like instant kills. But that's another thing that's like uniquely good about Twister Claw is that it has such a fast animation that it's like literally good for speedrunning because it's like, you know, it takes less time to do the thing. Also, he's Spartan nature, which is something you don't see too often there. Reminds me of the meme, and I did buy like guts by dodging, yeah, in Monster Rancher 3. Okay, so now we are in a new training method. We're in Prime, and we spent a little bit of money to get some items and some stuff. And we're going to be doing 3 heavy drills and then a mint leaf and a rest on the 4th week. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to let us stay in Prime for as long as possible. We're still going to be bleeding quite a bit of lifespan. But it'll be enough to hit max speed around the time we get into rank S. After the first, you can just skip the rest of the drill. You should try it. You should get this game on Steam and try it. And let me know how it works out for you. So this is Monster Rancher DX, which is a port of Monster Farm 2, the Japanese version of Monster Rancher 2. This came out on Steam and iOS and Switch like 2 years ago. But because it's based on the Japanese version of the game, they didn't actually introduce the skip for the drills until it came to the West. So this game doesn't have that. I have it on PS1 on PC. There's no point in arguing with me about this. You're not right. Like you're empirically wrong. I'm mashing triangle. I wish I could show you I'm mashing triangle, but it doesn't have it. Yeah, it starts with Twister Claw, which is like the best you can get. Okay, May, we're getting close. We're gonna be doing tournaments soon. You might also notice that the game is running at 2 times the regular speed because you can do that in this game, which is nice. And it actually does make the whole game much, much shorter for the speedrun, because I think the PS1 speedrun is like an hour 20 or an hour 30 or something like that. And me, not even with the #1 time in the world, got 50 minutes on this. So even though you can't skip drills, it's still faster. So I gotta just keep trying until it learns roll attack. You go on Legend Cup and look up the errantry calculator, because it'll tell you what you need to get roll attack. Hey Sabuchi, how you doing? Doing some speed running. It says the best speedrun monster. We're about to do our first tournament. We got 3 months to go. Okay, we're still Prime. Everything's looking mighty fine. A cat's pajamas, if you would. My stress levels are kind of fucked up, and that's because I completely forgot to rest it. That's okay. We'll rest it here, Do 2 drills and we'll rest it again. I don't think I need to do any more mint leaves. I think we're fine. 126 weeks lifespan left. And so 540 effective speed right now. Not too bad. Almost 600 intelligence. Getting low on money, but we're not going to run out of money, so I'm not too worried about that. Some of the biggest factors will always be RNG. That's definitely it, yeah. Okay, we're gonna start feeding it powders, which make it skinnier, and that does make its speed higher than what it looks like. So Earthen's looking pretty good right now. Under 600 speed going into the first tournament is a little bit low, but I think we're okay. Hey, Lamecore, thank you for the sub. Very kind, yeah. Okay, powder one more time. We'll rest. And I don't think I need to do the last powder yet. Okay, first tournament time. So this guy, you're about to see why we start with this guy. This is a special spawn who gets Twister Claw to begin with. And that move is fucked. That is a messed up move. Sleep Bomb, easy 2-hit. Unless he dodges. Which, you know, at 80%, he's always gonna. That's how this game works. He has so much guts saved up now. Dude. The 80% miss? Okay, that's fine. Really, really slow fight. That's how Monster Rancher works. Let's hope the rest of the tournament's fine. Sleep Bomb makes or breaks the run. We always joke that for whatever reason, all of the Bakus dodge the first attack. It doesn't matter. 80%, they're gonna hit that shit. Oh, come on. So we're still going to be up a little bit, but my RNG is no bueno today. Well, let's see if it changes as time goes on. Okay. Not bad. Be about 40 seconds ahead. Definitely not my best time coming out of Rank D, but the Sleep Bomb fight and Palmer fight were not very good. Not only is the move super strong and accurate, it also has a stupidly high crit rate. It has an okay crit rate. It's very good for its cost, though. Okay, cool. So yeah, 37 seconds out, not bad. My menuing's gotten better, which definitely makes things go by quicker. Okay. Tournament coming up at the end of next month. Setting power and speed greater than or equal to 600. I got 300 power and 500 speed, so you're probably just unlucky. I mean, that's for the minimum requirement. What's the maximum requirement? You should be fine, though. Do you not already have the tech? Or are you going to the wrong place? There's, like, some, like, kind of goofy reasons why you might not be getting it, but... Okay, we're pretty close to 3 stars here. 733 speed. We're gonna almost be maxed out on speed. I'm gonna rest it here, though. So I have effective 900 speed. Which, you know, isn't max. But it's pretty good. We'll have max by rank S guaranteed, which is quite nice. So Aspen's a one-shot, but I just need to actually hit. Oh my god, into the foolery? That's fine. It's a sharp attack. Oh, okay. No, it's because you meet the requirements for both, so you're getting pedal whirl. Is that the problem? It's not that you're not getting a tech, it's that you're getting the wrong tech, right? It tells you the percentage chance. So if those are what your stats are, you're probably going to get pedal whirl every time. Hell yeah. Beat his ass. Yeah. Yeah, so you're always going to get pedal whirl first unless you go when you have really, really low stats. Like, basically, you don't meet the requirements for both, for either. A specific reason you're feeding monster fish and not tablets? Because I don't need to feed it tablets every time. You only feed it tablets... I'm also on a budget, right? If I wasn't on a budget, I'd be feeding it tablets. But if my fatigue or if my stress isn't very high, then there's no point in feeding it tablets in the first place. Can I get a fist missile? Okay, I'm in a good spot. 2? Ah, you mudda. Can't afford the Flintstone gummies, exactly. Dude, that's 2 fooleries? 2 1% chances. Hell yeah, I love it. 2 fooleries in this tournament. Don't make me go to time and rank B. Dude! Awful. What a huge time waste. I'm also intentionally bleeding weeks. No, yeah, but he asked fish, because I've been feeding it fish lately. Because I'm already at prime. So I'm just feeding it fish if I've got like 10 stress or like a little bit. I'll feed it fish. If I've got a lot, I'll feed it tabs because that lowers way more. Okay, can I withdraw? Yes. Alright, so made up a little bit of time. Nobody gave up against me. Hey Zap, how are you doing? Doing pretty good through rank B. So right now, for example, I have 0 stress, so there's no point in me feeding it tabs. Oh, 3 stars? I went for it. He's gonna fail this. I'm just gonna... I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. That's okay. Stats are stats. He's gonna fail this too? Dude, what the fuck? He's got like 80% chance, and he just fucking failed twice in a row. The game hates me. Dumb game. Okay. Our goal, though, is to hit max speed, though. Pretty new to the whole speedrunning thing. Why is the number orange for my official clear? Oh, that's a gold split. So that means I beat it by, like, a crazy time. That's, like, the best time I've ever had on that split, is what it's saying. Okay, so we're going to go on an errantry. And the reason we're going on errantry is because it lets us raise our speed. And our speed is pretty close to maxed out already. So this is the last little bit. We get to skip an entire month. Real quick. Let's not die here. So now I've got 788 speed. 2 rests. Or no, I can buy some tablets. Okay, we'll do tabs. We can buy some nuts oil. $7.97. Okay, I didn't hit it. That's fine. We'll hit it next time. Wait, I did this wrong. I'm gonna try and max out my speed here. Nuts oil first. Okay. Cool. Got a grate, which does nothing but lose me time. Okay, so I got max speed. 150 life. Not terrible. I'll be able to survive a couple of attacks. Okay. We're gonna wait a little bit. Currently grinding my face in Tekken ranked with a character I hate. Hell yeah. Just don't get hit. That's this entire speedrun, brother. Luckily, or unluckily for me, that's the same strat that my opponent has. Dude, really? Whatever. Rank S can be a huge time loss because if every match goes to time, like, you're in trouble, right? You can also just go all the way to the end and then get injured in the last fight. I got hit by 4% giant whip to lose my last run. Okay, we're in the lead. We're gonna build up some guts though. Color Pandora does not do a lot of damage. Crit giant whip does a lot of damage, but one more? Fuck. Dude. It's fine. It's okay, as long as it's not a crit. Thanatos has lost twice. I think I'm just gonna skip it. Given how tanky some of the mons are, you're even more likely to go to time. Yeah. Aqualine's hard because you need to hit her like 4 times or hit her with like a 60% or like 60 guts lead. I want him to swing something big. Smash Slack, Red Wisp, whatever. I got 99 guts. Let's go. Okay. Saved a couple of seconds there. You lose lifespan going on errantry? A little bit. You can think of lifespan in this game as like a resource that you spend to do stuff. Soundwave, I get hit by Soundwave way too often, but luckily it doesn't do a whole lot. I-beam can kill on a crit. It's got pretty high crit rate. Okay, sick. To get back on the kaiju raising, that one's neat. Yeah, it's a fun game. Goliath has also hit me with so many 1% hypnotisms that it's like, it's unbelievable. Tongue slap. Foul wind. Amazing. Okay. I don't like that. But I do like that he's one hit away from dying. Yeah. Hey, GM, how are you doing? Thank you for the super cheer yesterday or Monday. I do appreciate it. I apologize that I didn't see it in time. Very kind of you. All right, comes down to me and Ordy. Ordy. He can beat me on guts used, which is the most infuriating part of this. I would like to see him use all of his guts. Oh, sick. All right, I lost. Okay. And the fucking... Why is it always a crit? Why is it always a fucking crit when it hits me? Oh. 2%, baby. Garbage. Bad game. Bad game. Monkey game. Or D's nuts. Yeah. All Gaboo variants need to perish. Dude, it sucks. Like, Chop, like, he didn't even use, like, Slap. Slap's got, like, a 12% chance to hit or something. Chop's sitting there at, like, fucking 2%. And he hits me anyway. So the thing with Gaboo, is that every time a Gaboo shows up in game, it shows, except for Reknin, because Reknin's kind of, like, dog butt. But Oakley Man shows up with big-ass life, when life is the absolute best stat in the game, which is early game. As, you know, stats increase, everything is kind of on a curve that goes up. Or a curve that goes up, I should say, and life is linear, so life gets outscaled, but at early game, life is the best stat in the game. So that's why Oakley Man is so strong. That and people don't know how to play the game, which is not saying anyone is stupid or anything, but, like, he's, like, the first, like, hard opponent you fight, right? So, at that point in the game, you kind of don't know what you're doing. But if you just build up your guts, you can beat Oakley Man pretty easily. You can beat him with an untrained market monster. I've done it on stream, like, a million times. Just get something from the market. Just make sure you have more guts than him. And then if he swings straight when he's got, like, a 30, 40, 50 guts deficit, straight will do, like, 30 damage, maybe. And then you can just pick him off. But Ordorf's jackass. Alright. Let's try this again. What do you think the best tech in the game is? Probably Metal Nurse straight. Or back charge. Both of those moves are stupid powerful. And they're on the best monster. He doesn't need them. Like, it's so silly that they gave him those techs. I think Galley's Blaze Wall is really good. Golem's Brow Hit. I'm surprised I listed both. Why? What a weird thing to say. Those first question choices do anything? No. No, they do nothing at all. I think I figured out what I want to call my next plant. It's either going to be hilarious or extremely stupid. And name it Skrillex. What's that got to do with plant? Lavarius! I'm sorry for swearing at your baby. Thank you for hanging out. NMS. I'll think of back charge first if I'm not wrong. Yeah, but like straight is just as good. That's like you got your big tech and you got your small accurate tech. I was late on that press and we still beat it. We're flying. We're gonna beat their ass this time. Ah. Menuing too hard. Not that it makes much of a difference, they're both stupid good. Yeah, I think until very, very recently, straight was considered better. But I think like maybe within the last year and a half, back charge has... People are realizing that that's like the dumbest move in the game. Brow hit is very good too. Brow hit's probably number 3, if not a number 2. It's interchangeable with straight, I think. Speedrun wise, this Kato the world record holder? Yeah. Just tell my nephew there's a time and place for swearing. Getting hit by Gaboo is the time and place. Besides Kato, what monster breed do you think has the best chance for speedrunning? It's hard to say. I would say Raki if he was available at the beginning of the game. With some sort of like cheat engine exploits or whatever, starting the game with Raki could be really interesting. For much the same reasons that Kato is good. But with monsters that are available at the start of the game, I think Kato is in a league of his own and nothing else is like even close. But like a distant second, you got like Hare and Ape. I don't know. I don't know if there's any other intelligence monsters that are like real good off the hop. Pixie doesn't do any damage. Mochi or no balls. We're gonna be doing. At some point we're gonna speedrun with every. What am I doing? We're gonna speedrun with every monster in the game, but I want to beat sub 50 first. I think Undine or Metal Nerf you could use any. So I think this would be pretty interesting thought experiment. What would you do to raise Metal Nerf? Like, what would your goals be? How would you raise him? If you had him available at the start of the game. Suezo was good, but it let me down 5 horde second rest animation. Oh, yeah. Oh, that would be rough, yeah. Can I remind you why intelligence is an important aspect? Sure. So, the reason intelligence is more important than power in a speedrun is because of this drill, meditate. It's the only real way for you to build any skill of any kind without resorting to light drills, which is just like a massive opportunity cost loss. Like, why do light drills when you could be raising your offenses or your speed or whatever? But additionally, it pairs really well with leap, which is, you know, the one that raises your speed, because speed also raises intelligence. So it means that if you're going power, you also don't have a heavy drill that can raise your speed, because you're not going to be doing leap. It'll be lowering your power if you do that. So you end up in this weird situation where power builds kind of function ostensibly better as tanks in a speedrun format, but you still need to like spend a lot of time doing shoot drills, which is like the light skill drill, which is weird and, you know, not great. The thing is, you don't need a ton of skill to beat the game. If you have a monster that has a really high accuracy tech, like this guy does, you're in a pretty good spot already, because Ordorf is the fastest monster that you'll fight with like 700 speed. And then if you get past him, the fastest monster in the major four is Ciara, who only has 600 speed. Everyone else has 500 at Rouge, or significantly lower for like everyone else. So good crossover between the drills. Yeah, exactly. Gotta go early today. Best luck with speedrun. Bye. Hey, Jim. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Doesn't Bajarl have a bugged rest animation? Bajarl's animation is extremely quick. Pixie's lightning is kind of decent on damage. Yeah, the problem with that becomes getting to it. So lightning is not a move you have available at the beginning of the game. Maybe there is a Pixie that has it available at the beginning of the game. And if there is, that might be the best play for Pixie. But without it, you need to use Bolt 30 times, which you will hit really quickly. But it does mean you need to go on errantry at like a weird time in between tournaments. You might be able to make that work. I don't know how. There's a Granity with it. That might be interesting. That might be a pretty good pick for not Kato. I'm sure you could probably beat it in under an hour. No Rockies at the start with Blast or Air Shot? Yeah. Yeah, no Blast Shot is the killer for Raki, but Air Shot is okay. Same thing, you would probably still get Air Shot and Blast Shot, but you would just sorry, I was thinking about what I needed there. You would just use it a million times in tournament, and then for rank S, he would get blast shot. Can rank game 6 sprint play now. Skrillex has nothing to do with normal plant, but reggae plant. How many songs that guy's made with the Reggae Brothers? I don't know. I would say no. I don't know. But if that's the reference, then it makes sense. Fireball Zoom? Fireball Zoom would be pretty fun. But again, like, really low accuracy attack means that you got to put a ton of points into skill to make it work. These are all, like, interesting ideas because, like I said, I am going to be trying to beat the game speedrun style with every monster at some point. So Fireball Zoom might be like the best zoom option, right? And that's something for me to keep in mind. It definitely wouldn't be faster than this. It would be significantly slower, but it's an option. There's a Granity and Dana that starts with lightning. Pixie Plant with Bolt and a 6 guts rate. Yeah, that one is pretty funny. What am I doing? Losing a little bit of time here and there. But our rank B, even though we got a good split, was mostly just menuing before that. Oops. Oh, okay. So we're over 200 skill now. This is good. This is going to be better than we normally are going into rank S. Yeah, our menuing has not been fantastic. Like that. I don't know why I did that. I've never done that before. Longest possible way to get to that drill. But also, 400 intelligence before December is like pretty on par. Yeah, I think we're a tiny bit behind though. Last time we were at February 4th week at 9 minutes and 15 seconds. I don't know if I'll be able to hit that, but we'll see. I doubt I'll be able to hit that. Hey Kafka, how are you doing? Naga intelligence build. Again, the shit is so inaccurate. Take a look at energy shot. It's like minus 13. Oh, I didn't need to rest there, but that's okay. Okay, so we're about 15 seconds behind. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah. I can make it back. We lost more than 15 seconds in rank D. So even though this has not been a fantastic first little bit getting into rank D, I think we'll be okay. Need to try a Nuzlocke again? Yeah, I definitely want to try another Nuzlocke. Okay. Mint leaf and rest. Do a leap and then we mint leaf and rest again. Sad not being able to see the ending on YouTube. Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry about that. I was so stressed out when I found out that I didn't have the VOD. What had happened is I was recording and then I stopped recording thinking I was turning it on, but I was actually turning it off. And then I turned it on again at the very end. And then I realized at the end of the stream, I'm like, oh my god. So watch the Nuzlocke series this week, extremely enjoyable, though I'm sure there's sometimes the opposite for me. Same thing as this, right? Where it's like, the bad luck sucks, but it's part of the process, right? It's part of the fun. Title Breakfast of Champions is an absolute banger, though. Thank you. What's really funny, though, is if you think about it, I didn't just beat the game with that monster. I had to beat most. Or no, I think it was Portoka. But I had to beat someone in the Major 4. Or I had to beat someone in the Legend Cup, sorry, to get into the Hall of Fame. So it was more than just beating the game. Just look up subbreed that starts with I-Beam, Naga Plant with 10 guts rate. I think that's the standard jungler. Starting with I-Beam though, that's kind of interesting. I wonder if you could do something with that. Only managed to beat a few major 4 with your closest. It's tough. I got very lucky in the most fight. Naga Beam's still pretty unreliable. Yeah, so what you're looking for in a good speedrun monster, again, it's cool that people are bringing these up because good or bad doesn't matter if I'm actually trying to beat it with every monster, right? Doesn't matter how good or bad they are. But the thing to remember if you're looking for a good speedrun monster is that the move needs to be accurate. Nuzlocke speedrun, monsters are allowed to die but no resetting. That's already what I did, is it not? I'm pretty sure I have the fastest recorded Nuzlocke run as well. In like 40 years or something. I know people have done it a little bit quicker. But not on stream, you know? Back on the grind, we're back on the grind. We had a pretty good run go pretty deep and then got unlucky at the end, but had the perfect monster arrowhead intelligence build, accurate moves with decent damage. Triple stings and sting, honestly not too bad. But another thing that makes Kato good is his gains in intelligence, right? If you don't have the good intelligence gains, it starts to matter a little bit less. You could do mustard arrow, I suppose. Mustard arrow would have, what, a 3 or a 4? Said 40 years and had to think about how old I was for a second. I thought I meant in real time. No, like 40 years in game. Obviously, that's not the mark of like a true speedrun, right? Like it's not IRL time or RL time, but whatever. Color Pandora gel with Delta attack, 13 guts rate, C gains, intelligence, and speed. Huh. So that might be a really good pick for Color Pandora. Delta attack has an absurdly long animation, but that would be a really good opener. The problem is building up a guts lead. You'd have to wait till like 99 guts every time, I think. Because if you miss it once, like you're done. You just don't get to attack again. That would be interesting though. It would completely change how you approach battles. You can also get shotgun, that's true. Yeah, monsters with more than one attack, who'd have thought? You'll find somebody. Somebody better than this? Is that what you're trying to do? Because all your picks have been pretty solid for like when I go to try those monsters out. I think a lot of those picks are really good. It's just not going to be great for like being objectively better, you know? Arrowhead Joker starts with triple sting. You can't get Arrowhead Joker at the start of the game, though. Okay, powder rests. One more powder. This hardly matters for rank D, but... Okay, can we get some better fights than last time? We're about 30 seconds behind where we were last time, and we finished 40 seconds up. So let's see if we can maybe get some better fights this time. Capella's a one-hit, Hairmow's a one-hit, Hailfall's a one-hit. Sleep Bomb's the only one who isn't. Hairmow can get Grit, though, which sucks, obviously. It's Kato's Guts rate. 18. Like, extremely bad. Any speedruns for all monsters just available at the start? I haven't decided yet. That's something we'll have to talk about. Okay, at least I got the second hit. We had the game slow down and speed up there. It'd be nice if the game, you know, ran at a consistent speed. Hailfall is also one-hit kill despite the really good defense. Ivory Wall, it starts with Screech. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I gotta fight Sleep Bomb regardless here. You only thought Hopper's ear icon was a mouth? It's so funny what people see in the icons, because, like, it's different for everybody. Kato's is so weird. Like, the negative space at the bottom of Kato's is, like, his mustache. His nose and mustache. And it's like, why did they choose that? Like, why was that the option they went with? Okay, so we made up some time there. We went from about 30 seconds behind to only 10 seconds behind. Took me 30 years to figure that out. Mew? It's just half its face. Durahan one, I know what it's supposed to look like, I still can't see it. I know exactly what it's supposed to look like, but it's like, it's just drawn so poorly. Does the game run faster in general in PC versus PSX? Remember from my childhood game feeling much slower. So this game has a fast forward feature. So I am literally playing at 60 frames a second instead of 30. So it's much faster. But then the game can also chug, like, you know. I'm running like a million things to make this stream work, and I have my stream and my game on the same machine. So, you know, occasionally it's just too much for the game. Today years old when you figured out Mew is front-facing his profile? Really? Yeah, well, it's taken a couple of people 30 years to figure it out, it looks like. Tiger has 9 guts rate and really good intelligence moves. Would he be a good option? Does he have really good intelligence moves? He does not have accurate intelligence moves. Right, ever a contributing member to Monster Rancher Metropolis? Not really. I think I posted in the forums once or twice, but not very commonly. I didn't need to rest there. That's fine. We'll just rest again. Okay, we got max form. Whatever. We'll do a light drill here. I'm a little bit short on life. I have under 100 weeks right now, which I think feels slow. Who's funding Legend Cup? It's all community funded. It's like 99% Monster Fenric, the guy who runs the whole thing, and then people will donate. Oh no. Okay, I got hit twice. We don't like that. Yeah, Tiger is a good monster. It's just, I don't think Blizzard's okay, I guess, for something like this. But look at that, 18%. Swing that shit. Don't give him power. What is this? Metropolis was essentially absorbed by Legend Cup? Yeah, basically. Anything that isn't negative is good in my eyes. That's fair. Tiger can maybe use Will better than some other monsters can. If he's got moves that are minus. Because Will's pretty rare. But if any monster is going to do it, it might be him. But that means waiting, and waiting is not conducive to speedrunning. I didn't kill? Oh, I hate this. This sucks. Oh, okay, I dodged both. We're okay. And the hard straight? That's nice for me. But he's dodging everything too, so I don't know. I don't know how nice it feels. There we go. Blizzard has +2 to hit? You'd be using Roar, I bet. If you wanted to use Will, you'd have to use Roar. Only target that starts with Blizzard is Kamui. Tiger doesn't have tech chains though, so it's pretty easy for him to get all of his techs. The real problem with Tiger is you'd have to go on errantry before you... Oh, fuck off, man. Before you went to your first tournament. Jesus. This sucks. I've hit the one on Aspen. 2 hits, 1 miss on Ghoulshine. 2 hits on Pirato. 2 hits and 4 misses on the Quell. 1 hit and 2 misses on Epsilon. I'm like just rolling under. This sucks. So I'm sitting below 50%. Maybe not anymore, but I was. And I can just withdraw against Robanil, which is great. So yeah, we're gonna have a pretty good time. About a minute up. Which I don't... It's not as good as the last segment we had, but we're doing okay. No gold split here, I don't think, but... Okay. $700 speed? That's a little low. It's a little spooky for rank S. I do Monster Rancher 3 or 4 speedrun. Lexi's been doing Monster Rancher 3 speedruns. I think she's got the record for it. That's a kind of interesting run. Maybe we're trying that at some point. Okay, do I go on errantry right now? It's not gonna be enough to hit. Okay, fuck. Perfect. And we're gonna go now. We're gonna lose a little bit of lifespan here, but we're okay. Go buy some nuts oils. We did it. We broke 800. Okay. So I'm in a pretty good spot. Hell yeah. I needed a 14. And I wouldn't have got it without the grate. Okay, I'm gonna buy some more powders just in case. Okay. 689 intelligence, a little bit low, but my skill is decently high, and I have max speed, so we're doing okay. Even if, you know, life and intelligence rolls are not great. Seeing 1 plant with seed gun and lifesteal would be good for a speed run. I could be okay. Again, everything we're talking about has like not great chance to hit though. The reason this monster is good is because it's got great chance to hit. And it like desperately falls apart if it can't hit. That would... I wonder what the route for plant would be. You might be able to get... I would say like root combo or something, but it doesn't do any damage. It's very accurate, but it doesn't do any damage. Twister Claw does damage and is accurate, which is why it's insane. Foul win, there we go. Fuck you! What was dodge? You can try and dodge me, get out of here. Holy fuck, man. Really?
Nice catch, Blanco Nino.
Okay, we hit one. Playing with Seed Gatling. Seed Gatling is not a very good tech. Oil Fire and Oil Flame finally accessible to Kato breeds in Monster Rancher 2DX? They are. Two more hits would kill, but I don't trust myself to hit 60s. Yeah, there we go. I needed the guts lead. Can't wait until sub 50 pixie %. It might be possible. Okay, Thanatos being late is both a blessing and a curse because it means we can skip it if we're doing good. But it does also mean... Oh, fuck. Alright. Hell yeah. It does also mean that chance to end the run late into the bracket, which is brutal. Everyone's got 2 losses already, which is good for me. So I can give up against Thanatos, and then I can just fight Zagref. Shit. I risked it. See why you see Kato's best. Have you had to find a more powerful move than Twister Claw? More accurate move than Twister Claw that's as powerful? I don't think there's anything that's at the same level. Kato's really bad Guts regen gives him access to better attacks. Mono's Screech is kind of similar. It doesn't do as much damage, but like that's why those numbers are the way they are. That's why Golem's Brow Hit is as busted as it is. Okay, Zagref loves to hit me. I would like to see him spend a little bit more guts before I attack, though. Okay. No, you can fuck off. There we go. We got some damage. Really? Whatever. I was a pretty long rank S, but it's fine. The one I have on record is very, very quick. Love Brow Hit as a tech, it's really good, yeah. Thrust Claw, Insurance Line, Insurance Strike, yeah. If we can get a fast Winner's Cup, we're flying. And we got life from that as well, not bad. Speedrunning would change if Joker was unlocked from the start. I don't think Joker... Death Energy is okay. It's not plus 20 okay, though. He would be a pretty solid monster if you could use him, though. I don't think he would beat Kato, but that's a good tech. Brow Hit is so busted, it's not even funny. Yeah. It's a pretty good deck. Okay, 61 weeks. I feel like I'm a little bit short on lifespan, a tiny bit. Now we're gonna feed tabs because we got money. Don't need to worry about anything. There's a rare sequence if you use Brow Hit on Suezu, in which the game calls it Unibrow Hit. That's some shit that we would definitely be believing in the past. I'm gonna reset. I want the stats. It's like a 5-second loss, which is unfortunate, but let's set a new record, 45 maybe. I'm 16 seconds ahead, and you're like, you're gonna save 5 minutes. I like your enthusiasm. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it. We gotta talk to Talico next week, which loses some time. I was gonna do a drill, but, or go on errantry, but it's fine. You can actually go with him to just skip an entire month, which is, you know, good for time, but, it does make your stats lower. I think the world record takes it. Seems oddly fast. Yeah, it's pretty quick. Wait, did I miss the May? I missed the Grand Prix? I fucking... This run's over. What the fuck? Whatever, let's just see what we can do if we do M1 Grand Prix last. I can't fucking believe it, man. Wasn't even paying attention. I don't have enough weeks left. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, I can't believe I missed it. That's rough. I know, it sucks. Why did I lose intentionally? Because I'm trying to save time. Yeah. Alright, that's okay. We can do better. We can do better at the beginning. Rank S went a little bit slow, but we could definitely save time on the other two. Even more time. Manifestation, baby. So stupid. I was just grinding, like, just mindlessly. It would have been, like, if I had enough lifespan for it, it would have maybe only added, like, a minute to my time. To, like, skip it entirely. But, I just don't think I would have lived long enough. What? That was weird, what the hell? I was mashing the start button and it wasn't working there. I'm gonna be honest. I'm flipping the script. I'm not gonna get the shop sale. The reason I'm not gonna get the shop sale is that the notices lose time. And I can just buy items and be fine. I don't need the sale. Ah, is the run? I think so. Menuing too fast has consequences. Too speedy. Never seen that before, though. I wonder if that's like frame perfect. But yeah, if I wait as long as possible to go to the shop, I won't get the sale, and that will save me time of having to open letters. It's like about 5 seconds every time one shows up, which is, you know, not great. And even if it's only like 3 or 4 times throughout the run, I don't want to have to deal with that. Yeah, I think I'll be okay for money. The first time I buy, I don't have to buy a lot anyway. I could just buy mint leaves, and then after that, I can buy powders after I've beaten rank D. Okay. Basically, if I don't go in the first year, I skip 2 or 3 notifications, so that saves me some time. Because I've never, like, run out of money before. Like 5 mint leaves is $1,000. I might just buy 8 off the hop. Oh, whoops. We can make this happen. I'm also not buying anything like that he's asking me for, so that's saving me a lot of money too. Okay. Dude, that sucks, because that wasn't RNG at all. That last run, that was entirely me being dumb. That was player error, 100%. Yeah, there was no reason for me to make that mistake either, which is the really unfortunate part. Okay. This is going pretty well, though. We haven't messed up too much menuing. We accidentally ran away once. Haven't even gotten a lot of greats, which, you know, does kill a little bit of time. The +1 on the meditate, where is that added? It's added into the number you see. So if you see +1 on a drill, +1 has been added to that number you see. So if it says 16, it was a 15, and then the +1 bumped it up to 16. The reason it confuses people is because you can get a +1 on a drill and still only get 1. Which, you know, is confusing to a lot of people. But the reason that exists is because if a monster has, like, the minimum gains for a drill, like Pixie with power or whatever, you can actually roll a 0, and then the game rounds it up to 1. But because that +1 is added before the rounding happens, you can see +1 and then it's 1 total. So for a long time, people didn't understand what the +1 was. Thanks for getting into Monster Rancher. Love the RNG number chaos. Hey, no problem. One of us. One of us. Google gobble. So like that, for example, you can't go above 20. So it's 20 + 1 rounded down to 20. Okay, 381. We get one more 20 or a 19 and we're good to go. Yeah, so these errand tree messages take time, but at least I'm not perfect. We got 400. 185 skill, a little bit low, but I think we're just gonna leave it at that. And we go to leaps. Trying to entertain the stream. Seems very easy to make simple mistake at some point. Yeah. I just got to get better at being able to do both at the same time. This game is like a pretty fun stream game for speedrunning because I can actually read the stream. You know, it does mess me up occasionally, but for the most part, it's pretty hands off as far as like extremely like heavy decision making and stuff like that is concerned, and like mechanical skill. It's mostly just knowledge and then gambling. I think that's why it's such a fun speedrun, is because it's straight up gambling, right? Like, it sucks when things don't go your way, but you get to make informed decisions. It's not just like, oh, there's nothing I can do, I'm at the whims of RNG. Like, you can still get unlucky, for sure, but for the most part, it's really like, you do have autonomy over like your percentages for the most part. Don't you have to skippy whoop in the Shadow Realm if you fall into purgatory? Yeah, you gotta go fight Yami. You gotta beat his ass. Obligatory let's go gambling. That would be pretty funny if it's just like Twister Claw missing over and over again. Aw, dang it. Okay, so we're not prime yet. But I am gonna go buy some items as soon as I am. He's gonna be prime soon. Buy 8 mint leaves and then just let her rock. Yeah. So I hit it like a week later than normal, which is fine. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Okay, so low speed, but obviously not that big of a deal. Mint leaf here, another rest. Feed her to fish. And then we're good. Actually, I can feed it tabs here. Lower its stress, yeah. And so now we can feed it fish from this point on. It's a birthday, so I get to drink some coffee. We're also about a minute ahead of last time already, so things are looking okay. Bolt just screaming to say Kato's name. Ah! Just yelling. Oh my god. She would be, though. That's true. That is what she would be doing. Ah, mother. I didn't mean to scold it there. That's okay, though. That's what the mint leaf is for. Training and everything else doesn't affect me. Missing is the weakness. Yeah. Does birthday cake reduce stress? No, it adds 15 form. So it makes your monster more fat. It's just like it's bad. Straight up. You could go on errantry to skip the first one, but you can't go on errantry to skip the second one, which sucks. Because the second one happens the week after you do rank S. You obviously can't skip rank S. Okay. June, July, August, September. We're getting there. We'll have to go buy some powders before rank B. But I don't think we have to buy them before rank B. I think we're okay. Like, we're not too worried about getting hit in rank D. We're worried about not killing people immediately, you know? Like, that's much more of a time loss for us. It would be nice to have a tournament without Sleep Bomb, though. Just so I don't have to worry about something going long. Also, we haven't had a lot of monsters giving up against us in rank D in the last couple of streams, which is unfortunate for time, obviously. Our composite stats are not particularly high, though. So that's why they're not super afraid, even though we have 600 intelligence. Because it just, like, checks your stats. And that's why someone like Nats gives up more than Oakley Man, because Nats' composite stats are way lower than Oakley Man's are. Okay. 2 months, and then we're done. Or, not done, but, you know, it's starting. Hell yeah. That does cost time, though. Lexi tested it for me. It's like 3 seconds slower than a regular one. Okay. Shop sale in 1 week. Go buy some powders. Buy 2 nuts oil, some powders. Nuts oil will for be getting me out of errantry later. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I fucked up, but that's okay. I want to give it a powder. But that's fine. Hey, we got a raid. Anime lover Dan. Bow, 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 bow. Thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope your stream's been going well. Okay, we do gotta fight Sleep Bomb. Do we swing it off the rip? It's a 2-hit kill if we can hit it. You just can't dodge. Dude, why is it so unlikely for me to hit an 80% against him? Hey, how are you doing? How'd your stream go? Okay. I need Sakura art to lose one. Going well? React to Japanese ads, because why not? Hell yeah. That's always fun. Ads from different countries are always so funny. Okay, so Sakura art, if she dodges the first one, I don't think I can kill in 1 hit, but we got the first hit, so we'll take that. Okay, so about 1 minute up. Everything ended up being about the same as last time, which, you know, is fine. Oh no, we were 30 seconds up last time. So yeah, we're doing a little bit better. Easy instant twister claws are so satisfying, yeah, for sure. Learn anything? America needs to step up their game with the food? Really? Japan's got good food ads. Japan's got crazy food ads. Okay, we're subprime now. That was a weird pause. Thank you, game, for costing me a second. SM freaking H. Okay, so now I'm gonna do tabs, 3 drills, and a rest and tabs, and I think I'll be okay. It's expensive, but we got the money. I need to make sure I have errantry sale. Or errantry after rank B. Have enough money for errantry, I should say. Excuse me. Okay, 682. 1 month to go. Okay, 700 speed. Which, like, isn't crazy for right now, but I got powders. So we can do some resting. We'll defeat it 3 powders. I have 1 mint leaf still. It's not bad. Okay, so I have effective 826 speed right now. Which is not crazy good, but I think we'll be okay. .650 intelligence is not very high either, but... Okay. Cool. Purito is a 2-hit. Just can't dodge me. Quell's 1 hit, Ghoulshine's 1 hit with a Guts lead. Okay. A little bit slow, but it's fine. The Quell, I think we might let rock some attacks first before we swing. It's spooky because the Quell fight is pretty open and shut if we can hit, but we need to actually hit. I'll take it. That was a pretty good fight. Ghoulshine can kill us with Crit Blizzard, and like I've said in the past, if that happens, as long as he doesn't win the tournament, that's totally fine. Yeah, look at that. But the thing is, he's got 4 wins now. He has to lose 1 more fight. Or 2 fights, preferably. Every win, loss is a 50-50. So we're going to play this as if, you know, the best we can. And if he just wins every 50-50, there's nothing we can do about it. We've lost the run. 84%, come on, man. Doesn't want to use these big attacks? Fucking wasting my time, dude. Okay, there's 1 loss. I need him to lose 1 more time, though, so I don't have to do a rematch. Okay, that's fine. We're okay, we're still in it. Uno mas, 1 more lose. Please, please, please. Okay, hell yeah. So we win this and we win the whole thing. Sanjuris is an easy fight. He can kill you, but he's got no defenses. Okay, cool. Good split. Leap until we're at 3 stars, which will be pretty soon. Try one more. Okay, he didn't get it. We're gonna skip this. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna do one dodge here, and then I'm gonna rest. And then we're going to go on errantry. Now the first of the big 2 problems, yeah. Okay, so this will put me at March 1st week, and March 1st week is the perfect place to be. Okay, let me fucking forfeit. Dude, let me forfeit. Oh my god. If you're not going to use your intelligence attacks to win... Okay. Tablets. We feed a nuts oil, we rest. And now, we should, well, we have enough to do 2 speed drills here. This puts me at 795, which is a little low. So we're going to do one more. And this does give me a pretty high level of fatigue, which sucks. But we're going to be okay. Powder here, this gives me 100 skinny, so I have effectively max speed. Cool. Okay, so 666 intelligence, that's quite low. We do not have much intelligence, so I am going to have some of these fights take a little bit longer than usual. I'm going to wait till I have a lot of guts saved up. Like 80 plus every time. We got hit with the tail, that's okay. Okay, if I have a guts lead, I'll go for it. If the guts lead makes sense. He does not like to get hit. It's fine. I don't know what it is about Zagraf. He doesn't have that much speed, but man, he loves to dodge. Okay, Ordor first. 14% long punch. It will kill, but we dodged it. We're gonna use Acid Spit, Diving Press, it's fine. Twister Claw. I can't lose on Gats here. That's the worst part. Acid Spit, okay, he's got no guts. I got a big lead. I can approach 40% chance to hit. I need to do that. Okay, I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna run away. It wouldn't let me swing a second time. I can't believe I fucking lost that, dude. I was standing there, waiting to attack, wouldn't let me attack. And I've got auto clicker on, so I could not have been pressing any faster. That sucks. Okay, so I just, for everyone at home, I've hit 1 attack so far in this entire tournament. We're definitely losing time here. Luckily, Ordorf lost his first match, so I don't have to fight him again. But it'd be nice if, you know, he lost the second time. Okay, power? I never get power, man. I don't know why I never get power. It's so unfortunate. I think I've gotten power like twice in the entirety of all of my speedruns. I'll get foolery though, 1% chance. Does look like I'm gonna have to fight Thanatos. Okay, 2 losses on everybody. We gotta fight Thanatos. We get hit by death energy, we lose, it's fine. Okay, we dodged it, we're good. Just no crit death scythe this time, please. Death slash. Okay. So I'm already behind on time in this fight. Having 3 fights go at a time, definitely not ideal. Okay, even with that, I don't have enough guts saved up. So I want him to swing again. 2 bites. Anything? Foul wind? Okay, there we go. Hell yeah. Okay, 2 losses, 3 losses. I need to try the fight. I can't skip it. Now I need to actually, like, do damage. I can't just hit once. It's unfortunate. Not- No, 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 no! Okay. Okay, I think I'm winning very slightly. Okay, well, we got something. Cracker wouldn't have done enough damage anyway. Okay. So, all of that time saved is gone, but we did win. That sucks. That sucks, but it's fine. And of course I get speed on that. Okay. It's okay. My intelligence was so low, like, it was gonna be so hard for me to do damage. It's his birthday. Still plenty of time to save. Gotta get a little bit lucky, but there's still time to save. I think we gotta go for Phantom Claw. Not because we want to use it, but I do think having my skill higher would be good. We'll see, though. Big S done. We only got a good chance on winners. Yeah. M1 Grand Prix I can finish quickly, too, though. Slow intelligence, just come from bad rolls? Yeah. Yeah, it's just bad rolls. Because normally around that time I'll have about 700, which I have now, but, I mean, it sucks that it was just, like, a little too short, you know? Okay, I should be feeding tabs, I got money. How's Gorda Schwein up with so many A's in his name? I was trying to mash on his name and I couldn't get it. Okay, so again, intelligence a little bit low. Normally 750 is about what I want right now, but we got 200 skill. I just realized my my form is not maxed out though, so that's a little spooky, but we're gonna go for it because we're behind. Okay, 65, it's still not enough. I want swing, keep swinging. Dude, keep swinging. Dude, this fucking game. Just unbelievable. Unbelievably bad luck there. I was waiting for him to swing. He wouldn't swing. He wouldn't swing. He got fight, which would have given him a shit ton of guts. And then he hit 12% anyway. After I missed like 3 attacks. I guess I only missed 1 attack, but felt like 3. It was spiritually 3 attacks. 1 more earthquake. Go for it. Or roll assault. Whatever. Give me some guts. Okay, I need him to swing something again. Zilla Rush, 1%. Okay. Dude, fuck off. Swing. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to save time here. Also, my game looks like it's running slow, which sucks, but, you know, doing what we can. Toxic Pollen. Plant combo is the play. It's a lot of guts to spend and doesn't do any damage, even if it hits. I've been hit by too many Toxic Pollens. It's not game losing, but the Withering's not good with how slow my guts regen is. Oh my god, I was in slot 3. Like, one of these days I'll land an attack. This is an awful, awful M1. But we still might save a tiny bit of time. Unless this goes to time, in which case I will not. Fuck you! What the fuck, dude? Are you serious? Oh my god. That sucked, dude. What the fuck? Or 1% is really 1%? No, it's 1%. All the percentages are exactly what they say they are. I was afraid to mash through that. Dude, that was so unfortunate. Damn, I'm a little hurt after that one, I'm not gonna lie. So 144 life right now is real low. I guess if I PB it'll be very beatable. Well, will it though? Because RNG is still such a huge factor. Okay, my intelligence is going up quite a bit. It's pretty good now. Okay, we've had good gains in intelligence. I think I saw the mint leaf, yeah. It's a fuck up with a gamble machine. Sometimes you tackle a hit, 95 and miss, and then gets you, and then a 4% critical strike and die. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Gambling. I was born a gambling man. Okay, 870 intelligence. I got the intelligence this time. If I get hit, I die, which is, you know, the case more or less for this entire run. But we're doing okay with intelligence-wise. And we have enough lifespan left that we can send him on some errantries to save time later on. I still have 999 speed. I don't need to feed it a powder. Okay, intelligence is very, very high. But very good chance I just instantly lose at the beginning of this because of Carmine. 49%. It's 50-50, baby. Okay, we dodged it. We're in there. I don't like that either. 66%? Let's swing it, of course. Okay. It's fine. A fight with like 40 seconds left on the clock is pretty good for Carmine, so 20, not great. We can save time, though. It's just, you know, what happens in this tournament is you dodge the 50% and then you fight Brigady and lose anyway. Cool. Sick. I do damage now. I can withdraw here. 50-50. Come on, Rouge. Yes! Okay, I can still lose to Rouge. But I think that was the smart play. Okay, relax. Heard me talking shit, eh? God damn. That's a bit of a time save. Okay. It's not even a gold split, that's crazy. Okay, let's go on errantry. No, I'm gonna go skill. We can get more skill, even if it means that Phantom Claw is a possibility. I can feel it. This is the run, so we're going big. I do need to play better now, though. I'm doing a thing that makes my monster stronger, but makes it harder to win. So, the reason that's not ideal is now we have Phantom Claw, which is a tech in our 4th slot, which means that I can't just hold down the attack button in the back 2 slots. I need to be able to, like, time my presses a lot better than normal. Now 2 more, hoping RNG shows kindness to us. Yeah. We'll go on one more errantry. I'm going to start resting, though, because I think my intelligence is high enough. Okay. This fight in my run, this is a place where I might lose a lot of time because it was like a godly run on my PB. So like, best case scenario, I'll probably break even. Gotta worry about Zealandia though. I don't have max speed. That's okay. We're in it. I was in slot 3, but, you know, whatever. Fuck. So that's why I don't want to happen. But I got anger, so now I can finish him off. Again, we want them to spend all their guts, because if they spend all their guts, they have less chance to hit. Body press would win me the game if he goes for it, and he misses. Okay, Zilla Rush. And slot 3. Okay. There's the grit. I got enough guts, though. I can swing one more time. Okay, sick. Ciara give up? Nah, fuck. Okay, so I gotta fight Ciara no matter what. I gotta get out of slot 3. I don't want to be in slot 3 at like any point in this match. Kill raid can also kill. Oh, we got it. Okay. Hell yeah. And one more errantry. Hey Kiba, how are you doing? Been doing good. Welcome back. Hope you've been well. Okay. Okay, don't have a lot of lifespan left, but it's fine. Pretty bad today, Reflux got you shook. I feel it. Doing well. Adopted a new kitten 2 weeks ago? Hell yeah. That's great. Kitties are great. Okay, so we can hit 300 skill, which doesn't matter too much. What's gonna kill us in this last little bit is still Carmine. We hit 3 stars though? Oh shit. Okay, we got it. That's it. We just rest for the rest of it. And I make sure I give my monster, what do you call it? Powder. Yeah, 5? Okay, so it should still be skinny enough. Minus at 87, yeah, okay, here we go. Lost one about a month and a half ago. We were starting to feel better, so my wife and I decided to get another one. Nice. How's form? Form's fine, thank you for asking. I'm minus 87, which with my 840 speed is enough. 2 hit? This fucker. You will not go down. Come on. 74%. We lost to him on... Dude. Like, eat my whole ass, dude. Okay, I'm in a pretty good spot now. Just need to get in the range for Twister Claw. Are you for fucking real, dude? How's this fucking... What the fuck? Jesus Christ. 75 and up. 75 and up. And Carmine can still end it, so we gotta be careful. Okay. It's fine. Did Carmine lose its first match? It did. Okay, so we're not out yet. We'll have to fight Carmine or Zelandia a second time. Our goal here is get up to slot 1. Okay. You got the grit. Fuck. Slash combo. Okay. So we gotta fight one more guy. Zelandia. Okay. Doesn't necessarily mean we're done. But like... Fuck, man. Okay, we're in a pretty good spot. We did it. Sub 50. It happened. Oh, man. So about 4 minutes off of record, 5 minutes off of record. Which, you know, with some better tournament rolls, we're in a pretty good spot. Sub 48? No, it's not going to be sub 48, unfortunately, but it'll be enough. We're fine. This is a new personal record. This is second place.
I want to play video games.
Hey, Comrade Bob, thank you for the gifted. 48-18. Not bad. Lost a little bit of time at the end because, you know, Zealandia and Carmine at least ended the fight quickly, right? It was just done immediately. Zealandia is a huge asshole. And then we got the grit against, what's his name, Loveless. Ugh, just awful. Giving myself some future time save, truly. So yeah, record is like 43. It'd be interesting to see how much more time I can save, because watching his battles, he doesn't do much better than I do in the fights. So I think it might just strictly be Japanese menus save like a lot of time. Blood's a breeder. Yeah. I do think it might just be the Japanese version of the game. The text boxes are quicker. I don't know how much that matters with the mashing, though. So I don't think that... I don't know. I'd have to watch it back to see. Try to do it with Monster Farm. Like, yeah, like that's what I'm saying with the Japanese version. I don't know if it's faster or... I don't think that alone saves 4 minutes, right? That definitely isn't enough on its own. It isn't unheard of? No, definitely not. But I think it's a combination of my computer having weird slowdowns, trying to play this game and stream and use the mic plugin I'm using to like do noise removal. I think that might slow my game down a little bit. Fastest Canadian record? I mean, it's fastest North American record too. I already had that though, but we beat it by just under 2 minutes. Watch about at the same time and see. Yeah. Yeah, I already had the number 2 record, but now I got the number 2 record with a fucking bullet. Still, it's a big gap between first and me, but now it's a bigger gap between me and third place. So there's still time to be saved. I think sub 50 is like a really good run if you can get sub 50. But dude, that 43 is fucking crazy. I think for this run specifically, the low int and the multiple battles, I went to full time in S and M1. At least a minute could have been returned. Yeah, for sure. Since when I've been playing Monster Hunter 2? Since 1999, since the game came out. As Tecmo mentioned, if there are any new games coming up for the series, last news I heard, really heard, was when they released Kaiju. No, they haven't said anything. We were actually talking about it in the Discord today, but yeah, there's no news. Ask if advanced viewer is available in mobile. Yeah, it's just an app. So if you have, if you just have the ability to so what I'm saying is, if you're not using iOS, I think you can use it pretty easily. There's no specific build for it, but it might still function. Ask KTUS about it. Yeah, they haven't heard. Yeah, Chosen's really nice. He's a cool dude. It's just unfortunate that they don't give him any info about like anything. I'm trying to look at my... Looking at my overlay. Trying to... Looks like I'm off on my overlay by like a pixel at the bottom. Damn, I'm gonna upload a PB with a fucked up overlay. Hate that. Unfortunate. But yeah, so I don't have any of my speedrunning shit on YouTube yet because it's just like I wanted a better run than what I had. I was still in elementary school. Yeah, I was 9 years old. I was born in 1990. Fun. The print on demand MF line shirts are okay. Print so small. Yeah, I saw that. Damn, this was fun. We hit it. And it's 11 o'clock, which means... Youngin', yeah. A new Real Monster Rancher game would go so hard. Yeah, I think a lot of people liked Ultra Kaiju. I was one of them. The thing is, a game doesn't need to have your attention for like 4,000 hours for it to be a good game, right? And I think Ultra Kaiju was a pretty solid game. I think it did everything right. With the exception of it didn't have, you know, the Monster Rancher monsters. Hey, Olfeist. Thank you, thank you. Very kind of you. You seen a fighting cycle early? No, it's the exact same time. I originally had my run routed out differently, and then I watched how he did it, and I was like, okay. That makes sense. Greatest 4 as the last one just makes sense from a time perspective because Carmine's really hard to fight, and, well, I mean, it's RNG, right? But Loveless is so tanky. Like... it was still a 3-shot for me with a massive guts lead and 900 intelligence. If I went into that fight with like 700 intelligence, I don't think I could get the KO. So it's just like, how do I say it? You'd be doing rank S with less than 800 speed, which is really scary. And then you'd be doing greatest 4 with 700 intelligence, which basically means you're going to time. Honestly felt that Ultra Kaiju did a great job and it felt like a true Monster Rancher game. I think so too. Is this the only possible monster to speedrun? No. So that was the thing. I wanted to make sure I had a sub 50 before I tried runs with any other monster. But I'm going to try it with other monsters and see what I can do. The problem is that no other monster has the perfect storm of abilities and stat gains and text that it spawns with to be as good as this monster. The only potential better monster is Blue Kato, which is the tiger subbreed. But it involves some like obscene RNG early game to make it work properly. Because basically what I have to do is I need to spawn this guy, and I need to spawn the Blue Kato, and then I need to combine them to get a Blue Kato that starts with Twister Claw, which is one of the texts that this guy comes from the shrine with. And, hey, Pantaleo, thank you for the follow. So, I think it's a 12% chance to both get the monster and have the 50-50 shot of the tech work on top of it. So, the concern is just like, I didn't want to try that until I felt like I had maxed out what was possible with this guy, right? And so right now at this point, I'm strictly just fighting somebody who's been speedrunning a lot longer than me and might have an advantage on their version of the game, might have an advantage with their version of the game not lagging like mine is. So I don't know, it's hard to say if there's a lot of time I can save additionally here. You can start with Golem. Do you think it'd be a strong contender? So we've talked about it a lot on stream today about just like, say you could start with any monster, who would be the best? And I think it's still probably Kato. The problem with power monsters is that... Hey, Pantaleo, thank you for the sub. Very kind of you. Thanks for supporting the stream. The perfect storm for this guy is maximum intelligence gains, pretty solid speed gains and skill gains, but like the maximum intelligence gains is super important. The +1 on meditate means that his gains in intelligence go up even more. And then additionally, he starts with Twister Claw from the shrine. So all of that is like amazing. Go Pause, thank you for the gifted. Very kind of you. So all that's amazing, but then additionally, intelligence monsters are just objectively better for this because you get meditate and you get leap. Meditate raises intelligence and skill, and leap raises speed and intelligence. There's no combination of power drills that also raises speed. In fact, the pull lowers speed. So if you're doing a power monster, you probably have to run a tank, or you're just like losing a shit ton of stats. And there's no easy way to raise skill. And so, hey, Oldfeist, thank you for the gifted. Really appreciate the support. Very kind of you. And you get sturdy. Hell yeah. So it's just weird. Like, you'd have to kind of run a tank, and you'd spend a lot of time doing shoot drills, which means that you're only raising skill and you're not raising your power at all, right? So it's just awkward. What's up, Moose Boners? Hey, Moose Boners, how you doing? Any good plant starters? So, to compete with this guy, no. But people were saying, like, there's plants that start with, like, Life Drain, which I think is probably the best way to go. Pixie Speedrun? Yeah, Lightning is probably the play. People already found a couple of Pixies that have Lightning. But yeah, we're gonna run down the list. We're gonna start doing speedruns with every monster. So Pixie will probably be first. Yeah, I hit sub 50. Dude, look at the splits. You can tell like where I was like losing my mind. I was up a minute and a half, and then rank S was just fucking obnoxious. M1 Grand Prix took a little bit of time. I probably could have saved like 30 seconds there if things, you know, went a little bit better in my favor. And then we got really good RNG in Winners Cup, pretty solid RNG in World Monsters Cup, and then Greatest 4, Zelandia was being a huge bastard. He dodged like 875%, and then hit me with a slamming down at like 12% or something. It was not fun. And then we lost to Carmine in the second attempt, but then we had to fight Zelandia in the rematch, and it worked out. Thanks, Marcos. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. And just for that speedrunning, high guts would be really beneficial. So that's another thing. Part of the perfect storm is this guy's got an absolute dog shit guts regeneration, right? But what that does is it actually increases his accuracy. So it makes it even more likely to hit those twister claws. You missed. Yeah, I got a PB. Still not world record, but this is a personal best by a pretty good chunk. We got some time, so I don't know. You think we can beat it again? I beat it with the Guido hair. I don't know why my hair looks so weird today, but it's like kind of poofy, and it's like very up. See around with Hanger Dragon that spawns with Napalm. Yeah, someone was talking about that. That's kind of interesting. There would actually be a really good one for that if they didn't patch the game out. Because there was a... Hey, 2Cat, thank you for the follow. Because there was a Hanger Dragon that started with really low speed. And originally, in the base version of this game, like the 1.0, there was a weird glitch where your monster's speed stat would affect their speed gains if it was 10 or below. So basically, if you had a 1 in your speed stat, your speed gains would also be 1, which is like the minimum. And so a really funny thing that would happen is if you had like a 7 in your speed, you would have like obscenely good speed gains because 5 is the max, but you would have a 7 gain for speed. If you watched the Fernando video, the gel video I made that had a gel that started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for all its stats. That gel started with like above maximum speed gains. I'm also realizing now that I was off by 1. If you had a 7, it would give you an 8, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's wild. What's world record right now? It's 43 minutes, I think. New hairstyle for each attempt. I'll make a devil lock. Is my hair long enough to devil lock it? I got something to say. It's kind of weird. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. We got the devil. Doing it. Afro stream when? My brother, I couldn't grow an afro if I wanted to. I want your skulls. I want your skulls. You can kind of do it. I got this little tuft of hair here that like won't go in it though. Donation to get me a perm though. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk about. So when we were doing the, what do you call it? When we were doing the donation player fund for Combo Breaker, we hit a bunch of incentives for a bunch of different stuff. So I'm going to take a look at the list and see what we still need to get going. I think the big ones are Monster Rancher Battle Card Night. If you guys have never seen Monster Rancher Battle Card PvP, we play it on the Discord. We have a mod on Tabletop Sim, and then we do tournaments, and the tournaments are for like actual money. Last couple have been like $100, $150, and then, you know, winner gets 70%, second gets, or winner gets 50, second gets 30, third gets 20 or whatever. And so that's pretty cool. Wonderwall is Glenn Danzig. Today is gonna be the day they're gonna throw it back to you. I wish I could do a better Glenn Danzig. I can kind of do a Michael Graves. But we're not doing that on stream because I'm not being that loud. We're watching this drunk little cat vibe in the snow, hell yeah. Have I ever grown my hair out? Yeah, before I was in grade 10, basically up until I was grade 10, my hair was like longer, like below my shoulders. And since then I've had hair like to my ears-ish. But also, how many weeks lifespan does this guy have left? But yeah, so there's the Battle Card Night, which is going to be sick. And then just like VODs and stuff that I was like slow to upload are coming out soon. A lot of Monster Rancher Battle Cards on Japanese Mercari right now. That's interesting to take a look at, because that shit's always stupid expensive for no reason. We talked about this before on stream, but there's this one guy who has like singles of every card that came out for the Monster Rancher Battle Card game. And he has them listed at like $40 to $50 per card. And they've been up for like a decade. Like, nobody's buying that shit. And I messaged him like, I'll buy all your cards for $1,000. And he was like, no deal. I'm like, alright, well, whatever. You can wait another 10 years, man. Like, nobody's gonna buy that shit. If I'm not gonna buy that shit, no one's gonna offer you more than I'm gonna offer you for those cards. Nobody cares more about that game on the entire planet than I do. $1,000, it's free money for him. It's just money that's like sitting in storage somewhere, right? Grinding that Beanie Baby grind set. What? The thing is, with stuff like that, there's a window where it goes from being like, it's not worth anything, to maybe there's value in a collector's item, to it's absolutely worthless. Because once it falls out of the zeitgeist, which it kind of already has, like nobody gives a shit about Monster Rancher, which is why it's insane to put the cards at that cost. But like another 10 years from now, if there's not another Monster Rancher game, you'd be lucky to get like pennies for them, right? It's like, it becomes literally worthless. And then if you wait another 10 years after that, it's like, it's taking up space. Canadian dollar compares right now, but currency conversion in USD to Japan yen is super good. Yeah, Canadian is like 72 cents USD right now. 1,000 is generous. I thought so too, but whatever. Saw someone asking $50 for a troll doll at an antique store. I'm a troll man. Oh man, I'm feeling good. I kind of don't. I don't want to ruin it with another attempt. So I'll show you guys what I was doing, why I was late to stream today. I said I wasn't gonna show people this, and I was gonna try and keep it a secret for a long time. But as of today, I have been learning 3D modeling. And so I made this guy. I'm just working on setting up the bones. I want your bones. This is Crocodile 3D, which is a sick program. But yeah, I spent quite a few hours today, but I got this guy together. I think he looks really cool. And I'm like drawing little fists on him. VTuber Nash win? No. But yeah, I gotta get the skeleton working properly. But Crocodile 3D is this sick program that is basically a 3D tiler program, and it comes with like, you know, some stock things, but it's kind of made to be like a pixel art thing that you can like model in 3D. How come this isn't working? So it's like pixel art, but tiling. 3D tiler. Which is a really cool thing. And I've been like thinking about trying to learn 3D modeling for a while. But I was just like, I don't know if I want to put in the time and effort for it, if I'm being completely honest. And then I saw this thing. Macho actually showed me it, and I was like, oh, that's perfect, because this is like, the low poly shit is the stuff that I think is really cool. Change his head a bit, it would look like a cool low poly mech. That's kind of the goal, but I really like the shape of the head. I think it turned out really good. I like the... It almost looks like those like... Oh, whoops. I just realized I had my my timer on still, so this shit just happened. Which ruins the PB, but it's fine. I can just type them in later, which I'm going to do. I'm not gonna beat that. I'll do my best. I have to play again. I guess I gotta play again. No, I think I'm done. I'm gonna pick it up as soon as... I've been following the guy who made this on Twitter forever. Yeah, he had tutorials and shit, which definitely helped. Turn off this wireframe. So like, it's just like a solid color on him right now. I was like drawing these little fists. But I don't know much about pixel art, so it's mostly just a way for me to mess around and maybe make some animations and stuff for the videos, and maybe some other special project that I'm working on that I'm not going to divulge anything about for a very long time, but don't worry about it. But yeah, this is the... If you click on the crocodile, it like gives you all of your pan and your tilt and your zoom. Pew! It's insane how many beginner-friendly tools exist today. Well, yeah, that was exactly my thing. I was like, I have no excuse to like not learn this. I could learn it in Blender or whatever. I wouldn't care. But I saw this and I'm like, this is exactly what I need. And I don't know. I'm big on project-based learning. I don't I have a hard time sitting down and just like learning a thing, right? But if I'm learning something with a goal in mind, it like helps a lot, because it's just like, oh, I'm gonna learn what I need to learn. I don't need to learn everything. And so this seemed really simple. A low poly game about raising monsters on a ranch would go insanely hard. Don't tell anyone. Probably gonna take Blender classes eventually. I'm excited to see what you make. Thank you. Yeah. I've done some game dev in the past. I have like thousands of hours in Game Maker. But it's been a long time since I've sat down and made something. Mine went to Monster Rancher DS too, didn't it? Not really. I just really like the like low poly, low texture shit. Like I like PS1 era stuff. There's other people in my Discord and the Monster Rancher Discord who are also working on low poly Monster Rancher clones, and the shit they've made looks really sick. Pirate Software channel, you have pretty cool advice about trying stuff. His channel's awesome. Yeah, what's his name? Thor, right? I think it's, you know, here's me being negative for no reason. I think a lot of his advice is solid, right? Like I watch his stream occasionally, and he seems like a nice, genuine guy. I also think a lot of his advice comes from I can do it so anyone can do it perspective, which completely like misses the point that like he was born into like a very, very specific situation, like with his dad working at Blizzard and all that. Not to say he's not intelligent or anything, right? Not to put anything down, but I keep seeing him say things that are just like, you can do it, in like a sense of like it's very easy about like whatever specific topic, but it's like just be born with money, or like just be born with connections type of way, right? And that shit is really funny. But like I think he's genuine. I think there's just like occasionally he says something and it's like, all right, man. I'm sure if someone like explained to you why that didn't make sense, he would be the type of guy to like be introspective about it. He wouldn't be the type of guy to get like offended, or, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if someone were to point it out to him, I think he'd be like, oh fuck, maybe you're right. He wouldn't like lose his shit at it or whatever, because he seems pretty genuine in everything he says. But yeah, I don't know if watching him has made me realize I can just make stuff if I want to make stuff, because I've always been that way, right? Like I got a bass here that I bought because I'm like, I want to start playing music again. I started making videos, so I learned Premiere because I was like, I can learn how to do videos. I wanted to learn animation stuff, so I learned After Effects. I'll just do something. Who's gonna stop me, you know? He does talk about trying things, not letting self-doubt stop you. Yeah, no, like he has legitimately good advice. He wants everyone to succeed. Yeah, he seems genuine, which is maybe the highest compliment I can give a streamer. He seems to like actually mean what he's talking about, and he seems very positive. I taught myself Premiere, but I never learned After Effects. After Effects is another thing where I've just done like project-based stuff, where it's like, I want to learn how to do this thing, so now I know how to do it. I am not an expert in After Effects at all. I would say I'm probably an expert in Premiere at this point, just because of, you know, everything I've done in it. But even then, there's still stuff I don't know how to do, and I see stuff and it's like, oh, okay. Or like, there's things I haven't used at all. Like, I haven't done much color grading in it because I don't have to for my videos. So done with Adobe. I haven't logged in since they've changed their TOS. I'm a little bit worried about the new stuff. Although I saw that all that the stuff is it's always been there. Like for like the last 11 versions, it's just that they changed the wording to like include an example when it didn't include an example before. But yeah, I'm not very keen to the idea of Adobe using stuff I make to train AI. That seems really fucking egregious. But yeah, you can just learn stuff. You can just do stuff. I think that's why whenever like his stream pops on and I'm watching it, or if I see a short or whatever, it resonates because that's kind of how I've just done stuff, right? I got into the industry I'm in because I just applied to a job, and then I lied on the resume. Lied in the interview, and then I learned how to do the job, and now I have a very solid career. When I had literally never done the job before. I started at a higher pay rate than the people who were already working there. And, you know, some of that is white male privilege. I'm not going to pretend it's not, but it's not a sense of like anyone can do it, but it's definitely a sense of like, I'm going to do it. Real shit, just lie. Yeah, 100%. What are they going to do? They'll find out. So what had happened is I had 2 managers at that time, and one of them really liked that I had a foot into like the esports space, and I had to like run tournaments and done little production things for that. And the other boss was just like a huge dumbass. And so the combination of the one guy willing to give me a chance because he wanted to get into the esports thing, and he wanted to, you know, use my connections for that. And the other guy just being too stupid to know better. By the time they figured out I was new, I had already been at the company for like a long enough time that like them firing me wouldn't make much sense because I was just as good as their other employees. TOS is just an excuse for them to get their hands on free learning material for their AI. Yeah. Yeah, so the new TOS says... You know what? If I talk, I'm going to say the wrong thing, and I don't want to seem like super uneducated. But basically, it's just saying that they need to have access to your files online, basically. And so, at its most benign, what that just means is a cloud computing storage function can't work if it doesn't have access to your files. But the wording for it makes it seem like they want to be able to take it to train AI. And Adobe's saying it's just the first thing. We just clarified some stuff. It's always been there. And I don't know if it's always been there. They could be lying to me. Real shit, just lying. But people are very mad about it. And I don't know. I think it's probably benign, but Adobe does not have the best business practices in general, so I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, they're doing the thing everyone's afraid they're going to do. There's an update from 2 days ago. Yeah, it's brand new. Instagram has drank the Kool-Aid, AI Kool-Aid 2, deleting mine since Kara. Already 100 times better so far. Verge wrote an article anyway, mind if I share it? Yeah, you can go for it, if anyone wants to read it. Damn, 48? I'm happy with a 48. Not only did we beat 50 minutes, we beat 49 minutes. Next time we're going to get 45, and then we're going to get 31. Beat it in 31 minutes, I'm telling you. Let them do what they want and face the consequences. Yeah, you're not paying for the product, then you are the product. But the thing is, you are paying. Adobe is incredibly expensive. Sub 40. Is this the Kato with the twisters? It is. So I guess we can just take a look at his stats. I'm going to be editing down this VOD that be something that people can actually watch, and it doesn't have all this post-amble. But yeah, we ended up with Tornado Claw, which is funny. It is completely useless. it's almost a direct downgrade from Twister Claw. It's less accurate. It takes so much more time, and it doesn't do enough to be worth that cost. It's on its own, it's probably a fine tech. Like numerically, it's okay. But Twister Claw is just, it's so good. Wasn't there something with Adobe too that they'll sue you if you don't use their latest version of stuff? Really? Holy fuck. I don't know anything about that. Got back from workout. How's stream going? Yeah, we beat it. We beat 48:18 was our time. Adobe has a rap sheet. Yeah, Adobe is something. Adobe tells users they can get sued for using old versions of photo. What? Adobe is warning some owners of its Creative Cloud software applications that they're no longer allowed to use older versions of the software. What? We've recently discontinued certain older versions of Creative Cloud applications, and as a result, under the terms of our agreement, you are no longer licensed to use them. Please be aware that you should continue to use the discounted versions. You may be at risk of potential claims of infringement by third parties. Fuck, man. What? That's insane. I already don't use Photoshop. I already use Photopea for everything. Premiere and After Effects are really good, though. I'd be like, it's like, oh, there's, what is it, DaVinci or whatever you can use for video stuff, but Premiere is like legitimately extremely good for video. People like to pretend like, oh, it's Adobe, but there's better things out there, and it's like, I actually don't think there is. But for everything I've tried, Adobe is like significantly stronger in a video editing thing. I don't like Final Cut. Sony Vegas is absolute dog shit. I haven't used much of DaVinci, so I don't know. But I think Premiere is very, very good. Remember when you just bought software? I know. And they went on to say the part of why they require access to file content is to remove illegal content from their servers. So I know there's a thing about like child images and stuff. They wanted to have access to train AI to be able to remove that stuff, so they didn't need to rely on people to be able to scout it out, because that's fucking harrowing, right? It's a Vice article from 2019. Dude, that's so funny. That's from before I started using Premiere. Be a boomer paying for a product one time until I die. That's Crocodile 3D. It was $30. I bought that shit. Already got my money's worth, I think. Article directly says they aren't training AI with user content. They had said something about training AI to like help fight child images and stuff, though. Just lie. That's been the theme. Real shit, just lie. But anyway, I think we are just gonna end it. A little bit of a short stream today, but we did it. Let me take a look. Yeah, I got the latest version, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna tell you guys a story before we finish. Tomorrow I might actually be able to stream, but Mancho's gonna be streaming, so I don't wanna be that guy. Friday I can't stream, I don't think. Audio movers. Maybe I might be able to stream Friday. No Thursdays this week. So yeah, maybe that might be me. It depends on what the client needs, but it might be pretty. It'll be up in the air. It's 50-50. But I'm gonna fill you guys in on a story before we leave, because I know you guys like story time with Uncle Nash. So yesterday, I was working a McDonald's corporate event. I do these events for this one client who owns like a dozen McDonald's, super rich. And my boss, for a really long time, I thought we weren't going to have the contract because him and my boss did not get along. They fought. Twister shot 50-50 because that ain't good. No. It's like a Twister Claw 75%. So an actual 50-50. So him and my boss didn't get along, and so I was always like confused, like, why do they use us if you guys don't get along? Like, is the price that good or whatever? And so the reason they don't get along and they fight is the way that renting out a venue works is you pay the venue a fee for the food and for the space and the time. And then after that, if they want additional audiovisual stuff, 99% of the time, the venue doesn't actually own the audiovisual equipment. They don't want to deal with it. So what they do is they partner with a company, like my company, to install lights and sound and video and all that shit. And then we get basically right of first refusal on everything. And if you don't want to work with us, you have to pay a fee and to bring in your own equipment. And so that's basically how every venue that has equipment in the ceiling works everywhere. Hall doesn't want to deal with it. They don't know anything about upkeep or maintenance, so they hire a third party. Pretty simple shit. My boss and this extremely rich individual could not like get along because my boss would be like, here's what it costs for the screens, here's what it costs for audio, you know, you want the whole package, this is what it costs. And he would always be like, well, every other event hall I go to, they just give me that stuff for free. And my boss is like, one, weird thing to lie about because this is the industry I'm in. Tell me any hall where they do that and I'll go talk to the guy and see if that's actually right, because like it's a small industry. And two, go there then. Go to a different hall. Like, if you don't want to use our services, go somewhere else. Not that big of a deal. And so he's just like one of those like, I'm a rich businessman and you have to do what I say kind of guys. But for whatever reason, me working these events, they keep asking me to come back. They're like, we love Nash. Nash does everything we ask. Events always run smoothly. No problem. This time, they had this like last minute like dance performance. Again, this is a McDonald's corporate dinner. Like, you know how they do like the McHappy Day thing where they like get together and they like raise money for Ronald McDonald House charities and whatever. This was them like talking about how much money they had raised and like patting themselves on the back about it. Good cause, not gonna lie. But they had this like little dance troupe performance, and it was very amateur. Not to say they were bad, but like, you know, they're not professional. They're people who are also employees of those 12 McDonald's who happen to be very good dancers, and they put together a little performance. And at the last minute, they wanted me to like run all these new lights for them and stuff that they brought. And I was like, okay, that's fine, but like I don't know your choreography or anything, so I'll do my best. And there wasn't a lot going on in the night. It was just like a PowerPoint. Everything was working fine. Occasionally, I had to like swap over to this playlist of like 4 songs that he had put together. So it was just like 4 songs on repeat all night. But then when it came to transition from his PowerPoint to the video portion of the performance that the dancers were doing, the laptop he was running this program off of, it was his laptop. Because he was too cheap, he didn't want to rent one of our laptops. So he brought his own laptop. And when I went to play the video, his computer stuttered. And there was like 2.5 seconds of downtime where it just like cut off the like introduction slide and then started playing the music. 2.5 seconds of like the screen going black. It's just like a small projector screen. It's not the end of the world, right? And then the music starts and I run over and I get all the lights put into place. And then the performance goes off. Everyone's happy. Event ends. And then he comes over to me and he's like, so how come you ruined the transition? I'm like, excuse me? He's like, how come you messed up the transition between the slideshow and the dance performance? And I'm like, your laptop froze for a second. And he's like, it doesn't matter. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to say, I'm sorry, and then move on. And I'm like, I didn't do anything fucking wrong, dude. Like, what are you talking about? And so he started getting like angrier and angrier. And I like lost my shit on him. I actually got so fucking angry. And to the point where I was like beet red. And they have this like liaison that I talk to and he talks to. She works for him. So she comes over and she's like, oh my God, what's happening? Like, I'm so sorry. Like, did I mess up? Like, she's really nice. And I'm like, look, I understand it. He's your boss. Whatever he says happened here is going to be like law, right? Like, you're going to have to go back and you're going to have to deal with this. And I apologize to that. And I apologize to you. But he was like, you know what? Like, he said something like, you're really tripping over your shoelaces here, kiddo. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, what does that even mean? Like, are you 100 years old? Like, like, I didn't make any mistakes. You made more mistakes fucking advancing your slideshow to the wrong slides throughout the night than I did. Nobody noticed. I don't think it matters. And he's like, but I think it matters, and I'm the one who paid. And I'm like, maybe if you paid a little bit more, then we wouldn't have had this problem. We could have used my laptop. And he's like, yeah, well, your boss is going to hear about this. And I'm like, you know what, man? I think your problem is you have so much money that you don't have anyone in your life willing to tell you to shut the fuck up. So I'm going to do you one for free. You should shut the fuck up. And then he lost it. And he was like ready to fight me. And he's like 70 years old. And so I call my boss. I'm like, hey, so I told him to shut the fuck up. So I don't think we're going to be working with him anymore. And he's like, yeah, whatever, that dude's an asshole. I don't know why he uses us anyway. And that was the end of it. But so my boss didn't give a shit. But I was just like, dude, don't. If you were like, so what happened? Like, was there an issue? Like, how could we stop this from happening next time? I would have been like, yeah, the computer froze for a second, not much I could do. And then like I apologized. I would have apologized too. But like, when you come in, you're like, so why did you ruin the transition? It's like, that's very aggressive. It's a very aggressive thing to say to a guy who cannot possibly lose his job. I don't work for you, brother. I work for my boss who thinks you're a huge piece of shit. So short of getting into a fight with you, like a physical fight, I think I'm going to be okay. But I don't know, man. I think that's actually a thing that happens, right? Is people get so successful. They get to a point in their lives where just they are always in charge, and they start to act really, really fucking stupid. And it's because no one's going to call them on their shit. And that doesn't, oh, I'm a badass, I called them on his shit or anything. But it was just a funny story about how this old man told me I was tripping over my shoelaces, kiddo. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What does that mean? And, but yeah, it was a fun story. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to be working with them anymore. And, you know, worse things have happened in my career than a one, maybe 2 shows a year gig that takes me away from doing other gigs in the first place. So it's like, I don't even lose money by this not happening. Did him a favor giving him a freebie on the shut the fuck up. Yeah, the liaison came over later and she's like, he's so angry at you. And I'm like, I bet. And she's like, I'm so sorry that like all this happened. Like, if there's anything I could have done, I apologize for not being there. And I was like, look, like, I know at the end of this, we both know he's an asshole, and I know you're going to take his side because you have to. And, you know, I don't take offense to that. When you send the email to my boss talking about how rude I was and all of that, like, you know, I'm not going to take it to heart. I apologize that you have to deal with this. And she seemed very understanding, and we haven't heard back from them. But I think is probably going to happen is she's going to tell him she sent an email and then not send the email. Money talks, so sometimes they do need to shut the fuck up. It's true. That's what you say to your monster and they miss all their 70% text. I got the experience. But yeah, that's that's the maddest I've ever been in a very long time. I don't think it's a surprise that I can like fly off the handle. You guys have watched my stream. You've seen me get heated. But I was like ready to beat up this old man. I was so stressed. And when she came over to talk to me, she's like, you're like so red. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like madder than I've ever been in my life. And shit happens. And now, yeah, I don't have to ever work with him again, so it's great. I always hated working with him anyway. He's always been a little bit of an asshole. I remember the first time I worked with him, it was a Christmas party. And so it was a Christmas party for his client, like for his workers, who are all like, they're mostly like Indian and like Arab, and they're all in their like 20s. And he would not put on rap because, and I quote, I don't want to listen to that fucking ethnic music. So, like, that's the kind of guy we're dealing with. And so for the entire concert, for the entire fucking Christmas party, people are coming up to me being like, can you play this? Can you play this? And I'm like, I'm not even the DJ, man. Like, I'm sorry. I gotta play whatever he tells me to play. And what he's playing is like fucking Gloria Gaynor. And, no offense to Gloria Gaynor or anything, but it's not the right crowd. And just like, or fucking Katy Perry and things like that. And so everyone left at like 9:30. They're like, I don't want to be here listening to this shit. And he's like, oh, I wonder why nobody stayed to dance. And I'm like, I know, it's not a mystery. Oh no, it was even worse. You know what it was? The fucking ethnic music was, he wanted me to play Christmas music because it was a Christmas show. And what came on was Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC, which is like the tamest fucking song you could possibly put on. That's like rap and also a Christmas song, right? And he's like, I'm not listening to that. We got to turn that off. And damn, it was worse than I remembered. Fuck, that's so funny. Christmas in Hollis is like a thing my mom would listen to. Eazy-E's motherfucking Christmas. Hell yeah. Oh my god. There's been a few streams where I swear if you could reach through the monitor and choke JP, you would. Yeah. After meeting JP, he reminds me of someone I know in real life. I'm just happy I got to meet everybody when we did the combo breaker. When I worked at restaurants as a waiter, I worked at some of that type of guy, which sucks. Yeah. I don't know, man. These people suck ass. Too old and have too much money for their own good. Give me that money. You know what I would do with that money? I'd play some fucking ethnic music. Let's find a stream to raid. Who's streaming? Got a bunch of people streaming. Any friendos? Anyone playing Monster Rancher? There is someone playing Monster Rancher. So we're gonna raid Squirrel XD, I think is the name. Worked at an event recently that had a lot of children and they had no supervision. They just had a food fight at the venue. Hell yeah. The worst, dude, kids at weddings are so fucking awful because the parents act like it's free daycare. And I remember one time a kid came over and he ripped some XLRs out of my board and it just killed the music. And they're like, what happened? And I'm like, oh, this kid ran over here and like pulled this shit out. And they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then I was like, okay, fine, but like, I don't know what you want me to do about it. Like, it's not, like, it's still your kid, right? And then later on in the night, It happened a second time. Same fucking kid. And the dad came over and he's like, I tried to stop him. I'm like, what? Did he fucking overpower you? Like, what do you mean you tried to stop him? Like, you tried to stop him and you couldn't? He's like 4 years old. And he's like, oh, I don't appreciate being spoken to like that. I'm like, I don't appreciate your shitty, grubby hand little kid ruining my fucking event. Like, and so he went and like complained to the manager about it. The manager came over and he's like, what happened? I'm like, this dude got overpowered by his 4-year-old. And then he just got like mad and walked away. And the manager's like, what really happened? I'm like, his kid pulled these fucking cables out twice. And like, he refuses to take responsibility for it. And so they asked him to leave. They're just like, you have to go. Like, if you can't control your kids. But yeah, I was just like, I don't even work for you. I'm not putting up with your shit at all, brother. Like, that dude was pissed. I wasn't even that mad. I was just like, are you for real? What do you mean you tried to stop him? Is he Thanos? This fucking kid has the Infinity Gauntlet. Anyway, we're gonna try streaming again tomorrow. I guess we start trying speedruns for other monsters. I'm okay with a 58 or 48. I don't think I need to grind my brain down too much. Maybe we'll go for a world record at some point, but I think I'm interested in trying some new runs. So thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow, most likely. Maybe we'll be running Pixie. Pixie's first, so maybe we'll be running Pixie. Anyway, we're gonna raid Squirrel. Just spam emotes when you get there. He's got a Sumopian, so I'm excited about that. I'll see you guys.